This is my bump at 13 weeks. Just a little bit of bump. Um, Definitely noticeable when I wear tight clothing. But from the front, I don't think you can see anything. So in the first few weeks of pregnancy, I was craving a lot of salty food. And I'm usually not a fast food kind of person. I prioritize my food and my health a lot, so I don't touch fast food, but I end up eating McDonald's like once or twice a week. And that's a lot to me already. And especially the French fries, because it's salty, it's crunchy, it's warm. I just really enjoyed French fries during the first trimester. Because I've been eating quite a fair amount of French fries, my gynae actually told me that my baby grew really fast, because fast food is processed food. So processed food has a lot of chemicals, and it somehow does something to your baby, and my baby grew really big and really fast during those few weeks. So maybe that's something you should take note of. Try not to eat so much fast food like me, but those were the only things I could stomach, so I had no choice. A few other physical changes that I experienced in my body were severe bloatedness. My body would look like I'm like 20 weeks pregnant because of my bloated tummy. Usually in your first 10 weeks you don't even have a tummy, but I had a tummy because of all the gas trapped in it. And when you're pregnant, your body releases this chemical that slows down the movement of your intestines, your stomach, and because of that, your whole body slows down. Your metabolism slows down. You're gonna have constipation, your digestion is not gonna be so good. Another big thing that I experienced was constant hunger. One moment I'll be feeling a little bit of hunger coming in, and in the next 5 minutes, it's like full-blown starvation. And if you don't eat anything when you're feeling that ravenous hunger, the nausea will start kicking in. And I've been noticing this pattern, especially in weeks 9, weeks 10, that hunger will trigger the nausea. And if you don't keep your body fueled with a little bit of snacks here and there, that nausea will just double and triple and you feel horrible. As somebody who really enjoyed food a lot, having to go through this was so devastating. I was so sad, and I just had no energy because I wasn't eating properly. I knew I wasn't eating well because there was hardly any vegetables on my plate. I could hardly see and stomach any vegetables. So I just felt terrible. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to eat? Every day I wake up with this dying feeling in my heart. What am I supposed to eat today? But I just want to say that this moment will pass. I feel so energetic and I feel like a brand new person when I reach my second trimester now. And I just want to tell any moms who are going through their first trimester and feeling horrible that better times will come and you will feel so much better soon. Another change that I experienced was that I sleep so soundly every night. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm so tired after my work. I'm still working full-time now. I'm planning to work full-time all the way up to full term of my pregnancy. So I think that will really help me to get really good sleep, because during the day I'm constantly moving around, I'm occupied, and when I reach home, I have a really good night's sleep. And I also have very vivid dreams along with my sleep. Very, very weird and vivid dreams, and it has never happened to me before. I usually don't dream and remember my dreams at night. So that's another change. The next thing I want to talk about is some emotional change that I've been experiencing. And the first thing I want to talk about is I cry so easily. I've been watching a lot of birthing vlogs on YouTube, so I'm also planning to do one myself, like a birthing vlog of the actual birth. I haven't actually thought of how I want to do it yet. I'm still planning, But when I see other YouTube moms sharing their birthing experience, and especially the moment when the baby comes out and it's being placed on the mommy's chest, my tears just start like streaming down my face, because I just can't imagine that moment. It's so magical when the baby comes out from your belly all the way to you. It just makes me feel so emotional, and I've watched so many and I cried in every one of them. So funny. But it makes me excited for the moment sometime next year when my baby is ready to come out. And I'm really looking forward to that magical moment where baby is out and being placed on my chest. To end up this video, I want to share some helpful tips for newly pregnant moms to get through your first trimester. The first tip would be to eat small meals at more frequent intervals. Could be anything, could be a piece of bread, could be a little bit of rice. For me, I couldn't eat my usual big bowl of rice. I had to eat half a serving of rice, a little bit of side dishes, some cakes. And one thing that's really helpful for me is to start off my day with a cup of hot Milo. It just really helps to warm up my body, my stomach. It helps to calm and soothe it, especially in the middle of the night. I remember I woke up at about 4 a.m. very frequently during my first trimester, feeling so hungry, and a cup of Milo would really help relax me and put me back to sleep. An advice that I got from my doctor was to eat whatever you can during your morning sickness, because when you're experiencing morning sickness, it's really easy to just want to give up and not eat, because it's just too hard. It's too hard to eat anything. You don't want to stomach anything. It's the bloat, the constipation, the nausea. Believe me, you don't want to eat anything during that time, but just eat whatever you can. Something small. It might not even be that healthy, but just eat so that you can have some energy. Another tip from my doctor would be to not do any rigorous exercise during your first trimester. In fact, he recommended me to just lie on my bed and play with my phone. He said that's what you should do during your first trimester, because I was experiencing some sort of cramping, especially in my 7th to 8th week, and we were so worried that it was going to be a miscarriage. There was also some blood, and just very little blood, but apparently it's quite normal for that to happen during your 7 to 8 weeks, but it made me very worried. Like, why am I experiencing cramping? It's like as bad as my period cramps, so that was worrying. But the doctor will give you some progesterone pills to relax your muscles, and if you're taking progesterone pills, it will make you even more bloated and feeling even more awful. I hope that you learned something from my video, and I'm super excited to be starting my second trimester. I'm about 13 weeks now, so I'm right at the starting line of the second trimester, and I'm just keeping myself happy, occupied at work, just feeling so fresh and relaxed right now, and excited for the future. And I hope to share more of my journey with you.